Saturday bonus content for you good people as I take Rastan, hoping there isn't a drugs test, and try and get the title. Those of you who remember this, I played Champion Wrestler with Miracle Rastan back in September last year. It was episode 5, I want to say. And there's been a load of people who've watched that video. Mainly a lot from Taiwan, quite randomly. And I do love it. So I just thought to myself, right, I'm going to have a few more clears. And that's the great thing about the bonus content channel. It gives so much life to so many of these games that we've played and beaten. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, dropkick on it. Trying to remember what does well. Oh, straight in the rack. Now, having played this through quite a bit these last couple of weeks, Rastan himself is really good. He's got a couple of really good moves. That for one. And this for two. The oddly sexual Rastan powerbomb. That goes straight in a pin. I couldn't find anywhere online a moves list for this. If you do want to do this, you get him in a grapple and you press up and both punch and kick at the same time. Very strong. Not so much. Geezer devoed. Right, let's do a bit more. You see, it's good to get Decker out of the way early, because if you fight him twice at the end, because you fight the same guy twice, he's next to impossible. It's a sentence I never thought I'd hear myself say, but the last thing I want now is a double Decker. Right. Oh, pile driver. Tombstone, though. Bloody hell. It's a poor showing from Matto and Decker. You got to think Carol Decker to power would probably do better. That's got to be him done. Squash. Absolute squash. Oh, that's a belting cup of tea. And it's right at the top as well. When you have the first sip of a cup of tea and you think to yourself, this is going to be absolutely glorious. Yeah, we're there. Right, who's next? Rocky. Rocky Garner. In the cage match. Right, I'll try and squash him pretty quickly. As a change for everybody else. Oh, not like that though. Straight up on the rack. That does so much damage if you spam your attacks. Because he'll stay in it for ages. No. Oh, God. I have like a jumping leg lariat type affair. No. If I got him with that. Nice. I mean, he's done here. If I can get him with a powerbomb. I can, you know. Seriously. The Rastan Tombstone Powerbomb combo. Absolutely jobbing everyone. That's a good result there. Alright. They look a bit young, mate, to be honest with you. I'd be careful there. Them, not so much. Right, who's up next? Naitoro. See, he's jacked, but he's nowhere near as jacked as I am. Vinnie MacBook me, quite obviously. Strange bodybuilder fetish. Ugh. Play the big boot wars, do you? Get that. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, straight in. I'll be happy with that. I think he's got a giant swing as well, I want to say. Oh, big suplex. Don't get me in the rack. Come on, son. The Rastan Strangely Sexual Powerbomb, however. There's no escaping that. Rastan, though. Absolutely balling. Already broke $1 million. But I mean, you've got to be careful with this money. You're not going to be able to earn this all the time. Here he is, Cobra Bloody Joe with his heel shoes. And his manager. Not going to stop me squashing him, though. Nice. And beating me to the big boot game, son. Nice. Straight in the rack. Just come out the ropes, that's it. Oh, got him with that as well. Oh. Settle down. Oh, in the rack. You see, if you get somebody on this and you get him to below half energy, I mean, that's pretty close. Try and hit him with the Rastan powerbomb, and we're done here. Stick a fork in that cat. Oh, about it. Oh, you know what I said about investing that money? Why? To be fair, you've just made a mill there. I suppose you can buy a little bit of stuff. But yeah, like Iron Mike said, if it appreciates, buy it. If it depreciates, rent it. Look at Triple H here on the left. Against Superfly, Jimmy Carbon. He's more like Jimmy Billiards, to be fair. Didn't mean to do that. Right. I've been playing this a bit recently, and I shouldn't say it because I'll probably get absolutely hammered here, but let's have a look. No, there we go. Jimmy Carbon's got some massive spots. He's got like a jumping moonsault, like off the top rope if you could hit it. As you might imagine, it's like next to impossible to try and get off, but it's big if you can. I don't like the way this is going, to be honest with you. Oh! I can get up here. There we go. He's not going to rate a giant swing, especially if I slat him in the cage. Oh, I didn't. Not quite. You see? Like... Done. You just turn anything round with that. Absolutely taters. Right, who's up next? Is that a little samurai bloke? See, I've invested very wisely there. You can't go wrong with property, unless he's gone Iron Mike once again and paid over the odds for something that he'll later sell to 50 cents for a fraction of the price. Samurai, though. That's a solid get-up. Here's Eric Bischoff in his dad's clothes. Mr. Fuji on the outside there. Rastan's up for this. This geezer's getting absolutely squashed. Vince McMahon's booked this guy quite obviously. The samurai guy. He's clearly from Hawaii or something. Like the Orient Express. How many of these people are actually Japanese, Vince? Yeah, Mr. Fuji's name's Harry. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, God almighty, that hurt. Don't worry about it, that's fine. Although if he pins me here, I'm done. Come on. Get up, get up, get up. Nice. What's happening here? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, as if he blocked the Rastan powerbomb. Depends on how much this does, though. I might be able to pin him just off this. Oh, no. Oh, come on. This is so close. It's winnable still. It depends if he goes for another one straight away. God, my hands are hurting from this. I'm just absolutely thrashing it, trying to get out of this. Come on. Up, up, up. No, I think I'm done here. I've literally just been thrashing this straight for like 30 seconds. All the tendons in my wrist are done. Yeah, I'm done here. Or am I? No. Against the run of play, I am, however, frigged for the rematch because my arm doesn't work. God almighty. Been in a serious relationship for way too long. This wrist tendon strength wouldn't have been an issue when I lived on my own, I swear. Right, anyhow. Geezer straight after a rematch. Obviously, if the contract killing gig doesn't work out for him. Right. Let's try and somehow beat him again. Because that was very lucky, if I'm being honest. Okay, I'm trying to get a grapple. Just negating it all with this high-level striking. Problem is, he wins like 9 out of 10 grapples here. Shut up. Did he win that? I'll get up from this. Nothing but running forearms so far. I could have this. All depends on much this. He's doing any damage. Come on. Come on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Oh. What a stunning performance that was. Giant swing spam. And the belt belongs to me, Mr. Rastan. As we see the director and all the rest of the credits. What a load of fun that was. This season, there'll be a lot of stuff like this, just kind of fun stuff for a Saturday, because I've played so many games now. The ones from the start like this and all these other things I really missed, you know what I mean? And having the chance to kind of do them again, but with different stipulations, or games like this are mint, because I mean, there's 8 characters. I could potentially do another 8 of these clears. Or like, excuse me. Or if I do Outrun, there's like a load of different paths through it. Or, do you know what I mean? There's so many variants of playing the Marvel games that we've done. Loads of different bits and pieces. So, I mean, the great thing about this is the fact that it's kind of supplementary. Do you know what I mean? It never has to end, and that's the great part of it. Taito Champion Wrestler is just, I say this all the time, oh, it's just fun. Like, you don't have to think at all with this. It's just back and forth, action-packed arcade wrestling greatness. It's a different game to WrestleFest, and it's different to try and compare the two, because WrestleFest had everything, and it had that kind of license. But this plays in a strange kind of way. You think of WrestleFest as a wrestling game. This plays more like a one-on-one fighting game somehow. But it's just so much fun, and I would recommend it massively if you get the chance to dig it out. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming out in the next few days. I don't know when this is going to be out, but I know that I'm currently recording an absolute boatload of content. So I can only just say that you people are the greatest, and I hope that you look forward to this stuff coming out as much as I love putting it out, because this is just so much fun. There'll be a new video out on Wednesday, because this is going to be Saturday content. So, well, take care, really. My head went completely down. I proper fell in a black hole. Here he is. Carol Decker. 7'3", 529 pounds. Jim Ross on the blower. Unbelievable. But yeah, there'll be a video out on Wednesday. And Saturday content bonus-wise, think about the old games we've done. Think about all the old videos. If you have a favourite, an old video that you think of that's got the potential to be done again, so like if you liked Outrun and you want to see a different ending to it, or if you liked, I don't know, Street Fighter, any of the Street Fighters, you want to see a different character completion, drop me a line, because your ideas are really, really, really good, apart from yours, Chris Lamb, because R-Type nearly killed me, but maybe it may be the man I am today, so swings and roundabouts, I guess. But yeah, your feedback is fantastic, and it kind of keeps me going. Take very good care of yourself, and I'll see you Wednesday.